Ladies and gentlemen, we live in a world where emotions often take center stage. We get excited when someone texts us back and we feel shattered when they don't. But tell me, will a text message pay your rent? Will a good morning message build your future? No, because a crush is temporary, but financial security is forever. I am not saying love isn't important. It is. But love should not make you forget yourself. If your happiness depends on someone else's presence, you are giving them the power to control your emotions. Instead of waiting for someone to notice you, invest in yourself. Learn a skill, start a business, build your empire, because a person who is financially independent never has to beg for attention or approval. You see, a crush can leave you heartbroken, but a strong career will never abandon you. Money does not just buy things. It buys security, freedom, and opportunities. It allows you to support your family, travel the world, and create an impact. While having a crush might give you butterflies, financial stability gives you wings to fly in life. Love is a beautiful feeling, but it cannot pay your bills or build your future. From a young age, we are conditioned to believe in fairy tales where love is the ultimate achievement, where the princess waits for her prince and the world revolves around finding that one special person. Movies, books, and social media romanticize the idea of love, making it seem like the most important thing in life. And so, when we develop a crush on someone, it feels like the center of our universe. We get lost in the excitement of stolen glances, late-night conversations, and the thrill of the unknown. The heart races, the mind drifts, and for a moment, nothing else seems to matter. But then, reality hits. Feelings alone cannot fill an empty stomach. They cannot pay rent. They cannot build a future. Butterflies in your stomach may feel magical, but they won't get you a promotion at work or fund your dreams. In the grand scheme of life, emotions are fleeting, while financial stability lays the foundation for everything meaningful. It is easy to get lost in the fantasy of love, but in the end, it is financial independence that gives you true freedom and confidence. Imagine two different scenarios. In the first, you are deeply in love with someone, but you're struggling to make ends meet. You constantly worry about your bills, your future, and your survival. The relationship that once felt like a dream soon turns into a burden because stress replaces romance. Love starts to fade under the weight of responsibilities, and what once gave you joy now adds to your worries. Now, in the second scenario, you are financially secure, you've worked hard, built a career, and created a stable life for yourself. Love, when it arrives, is no longer a desperate need, but a beautiful addition to an already fulfilling life. You are not seeking validation or security from another person because you have already built that for yourself. Your love is a choice, not a necessity, and that is the most empowering position to be in. People often say love will find a way, but the truth is, love alone is not enough. A relationship cannot thrive on emotions alone. It needs stability, respect, and a shared vision for the future. Many people chase after romance while ignoring their personal growth, only to realize later that they have nothing substantial to offer. It is not about being materialistic, but about understanding that financial independence is a form of self-respect. If you do not take care of yourself first, how can you expect to build a healthy relationship with someone else? Crushes are exciting because they offer an escape from reality. When you like someone, you imagine a perfect future together, and for a while it feels like everything is possible. But what happens when the fantasy fades and you are left facing the harsh truths of life? Will your emotions be enough to buy a house, fund your dreams, or take care of your loved ones? No, because love, while beautiful, does not pay bills. Passion does not replace financial security. In today's world, success is not just about having a good job or a stable income. It is about creating a life where you do not have to depend on anyone for your happiness or survival. A person who is financially independent walks into any relationship as an equal, not as someone seeking support. They are confident, self-assured, and in control of their destiny. They do not stay in toxic situations because of financial dependence, nor do they settle for less than they deserve. On the other hand, those who neglect their financial stability for the sake of love often find themselves trapped. They invest all their energy into a relationship, hoping it will be their safety net, only to realize that love does not guarantee security. When things go wrong, they feel lost, helpless, and regretful, wishing they had prioritized their own growth first. The truth is, life is unpredictable. Relationships change, people leave, and feelings fade. But financial stability remains. It is what allows you to stand tall even when everything else is falling apart. It gives you the power to make choices based on what is best for you, rather than out of fear or desperation. A crush might make you feel alive for a moment, but financial independence gives you a lifetime of freedom. Instead of spending hours daydreaming about someone who may not even notice you, imagine what would happen if you invested that time into building your own future, learning new skills, growing your career, starting a business, or saving for your dreams. These are the things that truly matter. When you have financial security, love becomes a bonus, not a necessity. You are not chasing after someone to complete you. You are already whole. You are not waiting for someone to save you. You have already built a life worth living. You attract people who respect you, admire you, and see you as an equal rather than someone they need to rescue. Crushes will come and go. The excitement will fade, and the feelings will pass. But the effort you put into building your life will always remain. Because at the end of the day, emotions may give you butterflies, but financial stability will give you wings. And with those wings, you can soar higher than you ever imagined. Your value does not depend on someone's attention or approval. True confidence comes from independence, not from being someone's special person. From the moment we are born, we are conditioned to seek approval. As children, we look to our parents for validation. In school, we crave recognition from teachers and peers. As we grow older, society teaches us that our worth is tied to how others perceive us, how attractive we are, how likable we seem, or how much admiration we receive. We internalize the belief that our happiness depends on external factors, particularly on how much attention we get from others. This mindset is especially evident in relationships and social interactions. Many people feel an unspoken pressure to be liked, to be wanted, to be chosen. They measure their self-worth based on how much attention they receive from a crush, a partner, or even strangers on social media. A compliment can make their day, while silence can shatter their confidence. They wait for someone to validate them, to tell them they are important, to remind them they are worthy. But the problem with this kind of validation is that it is temporary and unreliable. It depends on factors outside of your control. Someone else's mood, their personal struggles, or their changing opinions. True confidence, however, does not come from being desired by others. It comes from within. It is built on self-respect, independence, and the understanding that your worth is not defined by another person's recognition. It means knowing that you are enough, with or without someone's attention. It is the ability to walk into a room and not worry about who notices you, because you are secure in yourself. When you rely on external validation, you give away your power. You allow others to dictate your emotions, your self-esteem, and your perception of yourself. If someone compliments you, you feel on top of the world. If they ignore you, you start questioning your worth. This creates an emotional roller coaster where your happiness is entirely dependent on other people's action. You become a prisoner of their opinions, constantly adjusting yourself to fit their expectations, hoping to be seen, chosen, or admired. But the reality is, no one else is responsible for making you feel worthy. That is an inside job. The moment you stop seeking validation from others and start recognizing your own value, you set yourself free. You no longer need someone's approval to feel beautiful, intelligent, or successful. You do not shrink yourself to fit into someone else's idea of perfection. You stop waiting for messages, likes, or attention to feel important. Instead, you focus on becoming a person who is proud of who they are. Someone who stands strong in their beliefs, their goals, and their self-worth. Building this kind of confidence starts with self-awareness. It requires looking inward and asking yourself, who am I when no one is watching? What do I love about myself? What do I bring to the world that is valuable, regardless of whether others notice it? The more you focus on your own growth and happiness, the less you crave validation from others. You become more interested in developing your skills, pursuing your passions, and creating a fulfilling life for yourself rather than seeking someone's approval. Independence plays a crucial role in self-worth. When you are independent emotionally, financially, and mentally, you do not need someone to make you feel complete. You are already whole. You are not waiting for a relationship to feel valued or for attention to feel special. You are not seeking happiness from someone else because you have already built it for yourself. This kind of self-sufficiency is powerful because it means you enter relationships and friendships from a place of strength, not from a place of need. You are with people because you choose to be, not because you feel incomplete without them. Unfortunately, society often sends the message that being wanted is the ultimate goal. Movies romanticize the idea of someone choosing you as proof of your worth. Social media reinforces the idea that attention equals importance. But the truth is, needing constant validation is a weakness, not a strength. Real power comes from knowing your own worth, regardless of who notices or acknowledges it. People who understand their value do not settle for less than they deserve. They do not tolerate disrespect, manipulation, or toxic relationships just to feel wanted. They walk away from situations that do not align with their self-respect because they know they deserve better. They are not afraid to be alone because they are comfortable with themselves. They understand that love and admiration are wonderful, but they are not the foundation of self-worth. This shift in mindset changes everything. When you stop depending on others to define your value, you become unstoppable. You take risks, pursue your dreams, and live authentically because you're no longer held back by the fear of what others think. You wear what makes you feel good, say what you believe, and chase goals that excite you. Not because you need validation, but because you genuinely want to. Confidence that comes from within is unshakable. It does not crumble when someone ignores you, criticizes you, or fails to acknowledge you. It does not disappear when a crush does not reciprocate your feelings or when social media engagement is low. It remains steady, strong, and unwavering because it is built on something real, your own belief in yourself. Seeking validation is like chasing a shadow. It is always just out of reach, and the more you rely on it, the emptier you feel. But when you cultivate confidence from within, you no longer need to chase anything. You stand tall, knowing that your worth is not defined by someone else's attention, approval, or recognition. It is defined by you. Money does not buy happiness, but it gives you choices, security, and the ability to live life on your terms. A strong bank balance is more empowering than a temporary infatuation. Many people grow up believing that love, relationships, and emotional connections are the most important things in life. Society places great emphasis on finding the right partner, building romantic connections, and being emotionally fulfilled through others. While love is a beautiful experience, it is not the foundation of a stable and fulfilling life. What truly provides freedom, confidence, and long-term happiness is financial independence. When you have financial stability, you have the ability to make decisions based on what is best for you rather than out of fear or desperation. Financial independence means you are not relying on anyone else for your survival, your comfort, or your dreams. It gives you the power to walk away from situations that do not serve you, whether that be a toxic relationship, an unhealthy work environment, or a place where you are not valued. When you have your own money, you have options. You are not stuck in a bad relationship because you cannot afford to leave. You are not trapped in a job you hate because you have no other means of survival. You are not forced to compromise on your dreams because you lack the financial resources to pursue them. Money does not control your happiness, but it does give you the ability to create the life that makes you happy. A temporary infatuation may make your heart race, but it cannot pay your bills. A person's attention may make you feel special for a moment, but it will not provide you with long-term security. Many people spend years chasing love, prioritizing relationships over their personal growth and financial success, only to realize later that they should have been building their own foundation first. When you depend on someone else financially, you give them power over your life. It is a dangerous position to be in because your stability is no longer in your hands. If that person decides to leave, if circumstances change, or if the relationship turns unhealthy, you are left vulnerable and without control over your own future. Financial independence, on the other hand, allows you to stand tall, regardless of who comes and goes in your life. It ensures that you never have to stay in a situation that no longer serves you simply because you cannot afford to leave. It gives you the confidence to make choices based on your true desires, not based on financial necessity. When you are financially stable, you do not have to settle. You do not have to accept less than you deserve. You do not have to make sacrifices that compromise your happiness just to survive. Having money does not mean you do not value love or relationships, but it means you approach them differently. Instead of looking for someone to complete you, you enter a relationship as a whole person. You are not seeking security from someone else because you have already created it for yourself. You are not afraid to be alone because you know you can take care of yourself. This kind of independence is attractive, powerful, and liberating. It allows you to build relationships based on true connection and mutual respect rather than dependence or obligation. The choices that financial independence provides extend beyond relationships. It affects every area of your life. When you have financial stability, you have the freedom to travel, explore new opportunities, and invest in experiences that bring you joy. You can take risks, start a business, pursue your passions, and create a life that excites you. Without money, many of these choices become impossible. You are forced to make decisions based on survival rather than desire. You are limited in your ability to dream big and take control of your destiny. Many people argue that money should not be the focus of life, that love and happiness are more important. But what they fail to realize is that financial independence enhances happiness. It reduces stress, removes unnecessary struggles, and provides peace of mind. It allows you to take care of your health, support your family, and contribute to causes you believe in. It gives you the ability to say no to things that do not align with your values and yes to opportunities that help you grow. There's nothing empowering about being dependent on someone else for financial security. There's nothing romantic about struggling to make ends meet while prioritizing relationships over your own future. The most fulfilling relationships are those that are built between two independent individuals who choose to be together, not because they have to, but because they want to. Financial independence ensures that your relationships are based on love, not necessity. The excitement of a crush fades. The rush of infatuation is temporary, but the security that comes with financial stability lasts a lifetime. It is not about being materialistic, it is about being responsible. It is about valuing yourself enough to create a life where you are in control. Money may not be able to buy love, but it gives you the ability to build a future where love is a choice, not a requirement for survival. When you have financial independence, you have the freedom to live life on your terms, and that is the greatest power of all. Crushes fade, but skills, knowledge, and financial growth stay with you forever. Prioritize personal development over temporary emotions. Life is full of fleeting emotions, and one of the most common distractions is a crush. The excitement of a new attraction, the rush of emotions, and the endless daydreaming can be intoxicating. It is easy to lose yourself in the feeling, to let it consume your thoughts, and to prioritize it over everything else. But the truth is, no matter how intense it feels in the moment, a crush is temporary. It may last a few weeks, a few months, or in some cases a few years, but it is not a foundation on which to build your future. What truly lasts, what truly adds value to your life is your personal growth, your knowledge, skills, and financial stability. Emotions are powerful, but they are not always productive. Feelings come and go, but the time and energy you invest in yourself will always bring long-term rewards. Every moment you spend obsessing over someone who may not even notice you is a moment you could have spent improving yourself, learning something new, or working towards your goals. It is easy to let emotions dictate your actions, to put your ambitions on hold for the sake of temporary infatuation, but doing so only delays your growth. If you shift your focus from chasing feelings to investing in yourself, you will realize that self-improvement is the most valuable and rewarding investment you can ever make. When you prioritize personal development, you are building a foundation that no one can take away from you. A crush can disappoint you, but your skills will always serve you. Someone may reject you, but the knowledge you gain will never lose its worth. Financial stability, emotional intelligence, and self-discipline are things that will empower you for life, while fleeting emotions will only give you short-lived excitement. The more you invest in yourself, the more confident and self-sufficient you become. Instead of relying on someone else to make you feel special, you create a life where you feel fulfilled on your own. The world rewards those who focus on their growth. People who dedicate time to learning, improving their skills, and expanding their knowledge open doors to opportunities that others do not even see. Success does not come from waiting for someone to choose you or notice you. It comes from working on yourself so that you become someone worth noticing. A crush may make your heart beat faster, but personal development will give you the power to control your future. Financial growth is another critical aspect of investing in yourself. Many people get so caught up in relationships and emotions that they neglect their financial future. They spend money trying to impress someone, going out of their way to please others, or sacrificing their own financial goals for the sake of love. But in the end, emotions do not pay the bills. Your financial independence will give you the freedom to live life on your terms, while a crush is just a momentary distraction. Instead of spending time worrying about whether someone likes you back, focus on building a life where you do not need validation from others to feel valuable. Personal development also builds emotional resilience. When you focus on improving yourself, you become less affected by rejection, disappointment, or the ups and downs of relationships. You learn that your worth is not dependent on someone else's attention or approval. You understand that love and relationships should complement your life, not define it. The stronger and more independent you become, the less likely you are to settle for less than you deserve. You will no longer waste time chasing people who do not see your value because you already recognize it within yourself. It is important to ask yourself, are you spending more time thinking about someone else than you are thinking about your own goals? Are you investing in a relationship that may not last instead of investing in skills that will benefit you for life? Every hour spent daydreaming about someone who may not even care is an hour that could have been spent building your future. The more you focus on your personal growth, the more attractive and powerful you become, not just to others, but to yourself. People often believe that love should be their highest priority, but what they do not realize is that the best relationships happen when two complete and independent individuals come together. If you invest in yourself first, you will attract people who respect and value you for who you are, not for what you can do for them. Instead of waiting for someone to complete you, become whole on your own. Instead of seeking happiness in another person, find happiness within yourself. The excitement of a crush will fade, but the effort you put into improving yourself will always remain. Knowledge, financial stability, and self-confidence will serve you for a lifetime. Instead of chasing temporary emotions, chase your dreams. Instead of waiting for someone to notice you, make sure you notice yourself. The best investment you will ever make is in yourself, and that investment will never let you down. Instead of chasing someone's love, chase your dreams. Invest in your success and create a life so fulfilling that love becomes a bonus, not a necessity. From a young age, many of us are taught to believe that love is the ultimate goal in life. Fairy tales, movies, and societal expectations all reinforce the idea that finding the right person will complete us. We grow up believing that happiness is tied to being loved by someone else, that our worth is reflected in whether or not we are in a relationship. While love is a beautiful and important part of life, it is not the foundation of success, fulfillment, or self-worth. Instead of prioritizing love above everything else, we should focus on building a future that brings us joy, security, and purpose. One where love is an addition, not a requirement for happiness. Dreams are powerful, but dreams without action remain just that, dreams. It is not enough to sit and imagine a better future. You must actively work toward creating it. Too often, people become distracted by relationships and emotions, investing their time and energy into love rather than into their own growth. They pour themselves into someone else's life and forget to build their own. But what happens when that person leaves? What happens when the relationship does not last? If you have spent all your time chasing love instead of building yourself, you will be left with nothing but regret. Success, independence, and self-fulfillment are things that no one can take away from you. A relationship may end, but your skills, education, and financial stability will always be yours. When you invest in your own growth, you are not just building a future, you are securing your freedom. You are ensuring that you will never have to depend on someone else for your happiness, stability, or survival. You will never have to settle for less than you deserve because you have created a life where you are complete on your own. There is a significant difference between dreaming and building. Dreaming is easy. It is effortless to sit and think about a successful career, a beautiful home, financial freedom, and a fulfilling life. But building those things takes discipline, dedication, and effort. It requires choosing hard work over distractions, long-term goals over short-term pleasures. Many people spend years chasing love, hoping that another person will bring them happiness, while neglecting the fact that true happiness comes from within. The most successful people in life are not those who waited for someone else to make them feel complete, but those who focused on their own journey, their own growth, and their own success. Investing in yourself is the greatest act of self-love. When you develop your skills, pursue your passions, and work toward financial independence, you are setting yourself up for a future where you have control. You are giving yourself options, the ability to choose the kind of life you want to live, rather than accepting whatever comes your way. You are making sure that no matter what happens in your personal relationships, you will always have something solid to stand on. One of the biggest mistakes people make is delaying their own success for the sake of love. They put their dreams on hold, waiting for the right partner, sacrificing their ambitions for the sake of a relationship. But real love should never require you to give up your goals. The right person will never ask you to shrink yourself, to pause your journey, or to prioritize them over your own growth. The healthiest relationships are built between two individuals who are already fulfilled on their own. Two people who do not need each other to be happy, but choose to be together because they enhance each other's lives. Imagine a life where you do not have to rely on anyone else to feel secure. A life where you are financially stable, emotionally strong, and mentally fulfilled. A life where love is a wonderful addition, not a necessity. When you chase your dreams and build your future, you put yourself in a position of power. You are not waiting to be saved, noticed, or chosen. You are not dependent on someone else to provide you with stability. You are the architect of your own success. This does not mean that love is unimportant. Love is a beautiful experience, but it should never be the foundation of your self-worth or the center of your existence. When you build a fulfilling life, love will naturally find its place in it, but it will not define you. It will not be the only thing you rely on for happiness. It will not be a desperate need, but a choice made from a place of confidence, independence, and strength. People who chase love without chasing their own dreams often find themselves feeling lost, incomplete, and unfulfilled. They realize too late that they have spent their time prioritizing someone else's presence over their own progress. But those who focus on their own success, who build a future they are proud of, find that love becomes an enhancement rather than a necessity. They attract partners who respect and admire them rather than those who see them as dependent. They enter relationships from a place of strength, knowing that they are not looking for someone to complete them, but for someone to share their already full and meaningful life with. At the end of the day, the choice is yours. You can spend your time chasing love, hoping that another person will make you feel whole, or you can spend your time chasing your dreams, ensuring that you are whole on your own. You can wait for someone else to provide you with happiness, or you can create happiness for yourself. The strongest, most confident, and most successful individuals are not those who prioritize relationships over everything else, but those who prioritize themselves first. Build your future, invest in your growth, and create a life that is so fulfilling that love becomes a beautiful addition, not the foundation of your existence. So stop wasting time waiting for someone to like your Instagram posts. Instead, focus on making your dreams a reality. Because at the end of the day, a crush may break your heart, but financial success will always be your greatest love story. Thank you.